Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Pickle Designs, and today I know I'm a little late, but I want to unbox the Bargain Bead Box sweater weather bag for this month, and I haven't even spoiled myself, I'm pretty sure. I haven't had a lot of time to watch videos myself, so I haven't spoiled myself. It's coming in this lovely dark red bag, and I see some red bags in here, but let me tell you guys, it says here that there's 22 items in here, and this feels very substantial, very hefty. I'm seeing some kind of cool stuff in there, so if you'd like to see me unbox this, I'm sure you've already unboxed yours, then just keep watching. That is a lot of stuff in here, you guys. Okay, let's just go one by one. First selection is 8mm petrified wood matte round beads. And this is 15 inches, and I love this. They're a little squeaky to the texture, which is like bothering my hands just a little bit. But I think if I put them in a necklace, it'll be fine. It is a lovely bead. It's almost like velvet, but I have texture issues, so velvet kind of like makes my throat close up a little bit, but I love how they look. They look so cool, and you get 15 inches of these, and it's in my favorite size of that 8mm. Love it. Next, we have 2 pieces, approximately 30mm of mahogany obsidian wavy flat round focal beads, and oh my gosh, I am so tickled that they are both very different in patterning. We've got like a stripy one here that's pretty dark, and then we've got like a spotted one here, and I don't know if they did that on purpose. I haven't seen their unboxing yet or the sneak peeks that sometimes they do, but I love that contrast. We have a 4mm mahogany obsidian round bead strand, and this is 15 inches, so again, quite a lot of beads here. And we're bringing in, you know, the same tones as we had in our previous selection. So those look like they work perfectly together, and it's nice to have a bunch of 4mm as well, especially if you want to do some bead weaving. These are really cool. This is a 6mm brown agate round bead, and it says on here 7-inch strand textured agate, so it's either brown or textured. Both of those descriptors fit. And these are cool. These are so super cool. They look like wood, but they have the feel of a gemstone. And I don't know if you can see that quote-unquote texture in there, those little caverns in these beads. I love them. I think they're great. We've got another treat here. This is 12 pieces of 10mm bronzite matte round beads. These are matte, but they don't give me that gross feeling. These are so super cool. Oh, there's like a little like innate shine in there from the properties of the stone. They're heavy. They're just like antique and bronzy, and I just love them. These are really cool and unique. This is 6 pieces of 24 by 26mm glass flower beads in navy blue, and there's like speckling on the underside that kind of shows up through the bead. These are just very different, very crazy. I'm all about that. I love these. I have not seen a bead like these at all. So far, this box is just kind of like hitting it out of the park for me. I am now very curious to see what everyone else is saying about this box this month. We have another set of, let's see, navy flower beads, but these are a different kind of design, of course. There's 10 pieces here, 10.5mm glass flower beads in navy blue. And honestly, I've gotten these beads before, and they remind me of molars, so like teeth, your back teeth. And I've used them before, and I really like them. So this is just definitely a different shape and texture for this box. I see that we're bringing in some blues in here, and so like this bead right here kind of bridges the gaps between the browns and the blues, because there's like a little bit of that like bluish sheen in those beads, and so I think it's working pretty well. I love a good barrel bead, and these are 8x6 barrel spacers in dark coral red, and look how nice and rich this red is. Let's put it with our fossilized wood definitely bringing some more of the red tones out of this mix. I think those are an awesome pair, especially with the textures of the finishes. And again, bringing some more of that red out of our gemstone if we want. It works well with our textured agate, brown agate. And then of course, you know, if you want to go a little bit Americana, you could go that route as well, in a classy way, not like bright and in your face. So this is a unique color that I don't think I have in bicones, and this is an opaque gray 4mm bicone. And I know the Bargain Bead Box likes to add bicones in there. I don't typically find that offensive. I know there's some people that really just don't like the bicones in there. I used to be more of that way when I was a bead weaver, because these are just not like the most precise machine cut. Of course, if they're going to be like around $1, $1.50, you're not going to get like European quality cuts on them, but for stringing, I think they're fine. And this is a kind of unique colorway that I don't think I have, so. Oh gosh, I love these 6mm crystal faceted fancy cube beads in light steel blue, 7 inches, and they're just glowing. They're so pretty. They match the tones right here that we're looking to see, and it's just like a little bit of sparkle. Maybe it's just like denoting some of the little bit of snow that we may be getting on some peaks around here if we are living in mountain towns. I know Pikes Peak down in Colorado Springs already has some snow, which is crazy, but also welcome because I love the fall and the winter. Those are stunning. We also have a matte crystal, and this is a rondelle. This is a 6x4mm, and there's 8 inches here, matte steel blue. Again, working very well with the color palette. Okay, Bargain Bead Box, I see you. I know Bargain Bead Box has like kind of been stepping up their game. You know, like back in the day, I just honestly, it was like very hit or miss with me. But I think in the past 6 months, there's only been like one that I haven't liked strongly. This one is a love for me. I'm really liking this color palette here, and I can't wait to play with it. All right, so these are strange little guys. These are 2 pieces of patterned wood pendants with brass chain accent. And I do love that we're going with antique brass or bronze, antique bronze or brass. And these are just like a printed wood piece, like very unique. Very strange, and I think it's fun to have a challenging piece. This is challenging for me, but I think that means like that's good, right? Like this is why we get bead boxes, so that we can challenge ourselves, and this is definitely a challenge for me. I think it's really cool for the theme of the box, which is sweater weather. So of course, including something a little on the nose like this is pretty fun. And we'll see what we can do with these. Next, we have a generous glass bead mix, and this is an autumn hearth, okay? And it says 20 grams. Do you guys say hearth or hearth? I'm pretty sure like it's supposed to be pronounced hearth, but for some reason I just want to say hearth. I don't know why. It's incorrect, but that's just how I'm built. I'm loving some of these warmer orangey amber tones that are coming out in this. It kind of brings in some of the brown beads that we have in the mix, and I think this is pretty fun. We'll see what we can do. I see a couple peanut beads in there, a couple little ABs, some that look like to be maybe painted wood, so pretty cool. Looks like we're getting into our metals here, and we have 10 pieces. Wow, 10 pieces of 33mm filigree flower components in antique bronze, and oh yes, ma'am, we do have 10, and these are pretty cool. Let's see, yeah, they're pretty bendable, but like they're not gonna just bend on their own. You'll have to do that yourself. Like, these could be really cool for earrings, to make a statement earring, because they are super lightweight, but there's so many connection points on here to add beads, and I I don't know, you guys, what are you thinking about this box? I am definitely, after I film this and post it, I am going to go on the YouTubes and see what everybody's saying about this box. Not only do we have the chunky guys in the previous size, we have a bigger size here, 48 millimeter filigree, and we get 4 of those. So these are giant. These are so cool. Definitely gonna put some like finishing protectant on there. I'll probably go with the matte. Here I got permalac. I'll probably go with matte, and I will paint these up before I use them. They look really cool. I like them. Lots of options here this month. We have 10 pieces of 10 millimeter glass pattern matte round beads, slate blue iris. I'm going to tell you, these type of beads are not my favorite. It definitely fits the color scheme. It's just not my favorite style, but we will see what we can do with them. They look good. You get a good amount. Yeah, it's just not my style. Some more findings. 6 pieces of 23 by 19 millimeter chandelier, floral chandelier findings in antique bronze. And you get a bunch of these. They're one-sided, but that's really all you need, especially for some earrings. And yep, can't wait. There's just so many options, so many different routes you can go. And let's see, yep, they match our filigrees very well put together here. In addition, we get some 10 pieces of 24 by 18 millimeter floral medallion links in antique bronze. We got a lot of good metal components this month, and I mean, for the price, y'all, like, what are we talking about? Like, this is a great deal, especially if you just love beading, you love the hobby, you just want to make stuff and not have it break the bank. It's just a great little option. So happy to have these 50 pieces of daisy spacer beads in antique bronze, and I'm telling you, like, yeah, I don't know why some people get so, like, a little bit, you know, upset with the metal components. I like having them, I really do, because I feel like this box is just a little bit more cohesive when I have these. Like, I really don't need anything else, because I do have like a big metals like mix that I can pull from. But especially if you're a beginning beader, like, having everything that you need, I think, is just really awesome. And I love these guys. They give a little texture from the side, they look good, and you get a whole lot of them, so thank you. We got some bead caps as well, and this is a lot. How many? 10 grams. I don't even think I have any bead caps like this. It's like, it looks like a little star underneath, but there's like little dots on the top, and I think they look just really, really good. We don't even have that many beads this size. We have some of our, you know, our bronzite, and then again, some of our, these guys. That might be a little too big for that bead, but I mean, to put this in our stash, I think would be good too. Next up, we get 2 sets of ornate patterned round toggle clasps, and they match the theme and the color scheme very well, and these are very well made. Definitely good for your necklaces. These are a little large for bracelets, but you could make a statement toggle bracelet. You know, nobody's judging you. And then we're gonna round out this box with some 7 by 3.5 millimeter and 4 by 3 millimeter Figaro jewelry chain. Yeah, I guess the bigger links are like the 7 millimeter ones, and then the smaller ones are the smaller ones. And yeah, we get a bunch of chain here, and it's smooth. There's no pokey bits on here, and it matches, as you can see right there, with the rest of our metals. You guys, look at all this stuff that we got. I could barely fit it onto the mat. All of my filigrees are stacked, so keep in mind you get 4 of the big ones, 10 of the smaller ones, all these wonderful metal components, a bunch of beads. And yeah, like, this one seemed like it was a little bit more metal heavy than I've seen in the past. That could be just like me remembering incorrectly, but I think it's fine as long as you get like a lot of beads to play with. And I mean, look, we have this huge strand over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands, and then you get a bunch of these like smaller components here. And I think, like, I mean, come on, like, I think the Bargain Bead Box is what, like $25, something like that. I don't remember exactly how much they bill you with the shipping and everything, but it's like between $25 and $30. And I mean, I'm going to be busy for the next week or so at least, and making a lot of cool stuff. So some of the standouts for me are, of course, the really, really pretty crystals. I think those look very, very nice. They don't look cheap at all. I love this textured agate. I love the look of these velvet beads. They kind of give me like a texture issue, but I think if I put it on my necklace, I think it'll be fine. I love these guys right here. I really love almost everything. The only thing I'm not a super huge fan of are these beads right here. But that's like one bag out of the 22, so I think we did really, really great this month, and I'm very, very happy. So I am going to go organize this. I think I'm gonna have to use one of my bigger organizers, at least temporarily, until I start using some things, because there's a lot here and a lot of big components. And so I'm gonna go ahead, use one of my bigger organizers and organize it, and I will work on some videos for you guys. I know you guys love the Bargain Bead Box videos because a lot of people get it, and it's, you know, I can totally understand why. So I'll get to work on those. Let me know what you'd like to see and what component you'd like me to use, and I hope you're staying safe and well and having a beautiful, relaxing weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.